Hello. I really do not want to film this right now because I did not have a great day. The flashbacks are getting a lot more intense and beyond my control now, to the point where I was making dinner and I fell down screaming. Very glad nobody was home to see that. Had a good conversation with my father about quantum physics. We talk about quantum physics pretty often and the many worlds interpretation of quantum physics, and how it feels like our will, we have a will, because I can choose chocolate ice cream, let's say, and if I'm presented with chocolate and vanilla, and I feel as though I'm having chocolate ice cream and I'm not having vanilla. So there is a choice there. And you can say, in the many worlds interpretation of quantum physics, you say that I did also choose vanilla, but I am not experiencing that for some reason. So I'm not experiencing all quantum versions of myself. If I was, I would be experiencing everything. So I do, but just not right now, is my thinking. But why is that? Why is it not right now? So some artists like Oscar Wilde and Stephen Fry have talked about this idea of not choosing. That if you choose, you're destined to be whatever you choose. But if you never choose, then you basically are like putting yourself in a closer to a quantum state in your life. And I have experienced that. And I have this experience, the more that I do that, the more that it feels as though I'm able to not only control the future, but control the past. Like, we have a lot of assumptions about what the world looks like in the places that we can't see. Like, I'm on video, so this is different, but typically I can see, say, this far, and then everything back here, we have a sense of object permanence about. But object permanence is a useful illusion. If you wait long enough, everything will move eventually. So it's really just like a little trick to help us get through the day. Anyway, why was I talking about that? Because I was talking about quantum physics and the many worlds interpretation. Oh yes, so everything that I remember is from my childhood is taking up physical space in my brain. But everything outside of that is kind of up for grabs. Everything that I didn't experience, I can shift. And there's like limits based on the physical structure of my brain. But anyways, this is the perception that I'm having. And it's pretty cool. Basically, you can think of time as like a tree. Like, trees are like this. You're here in the present at the trunk of the tree. Here are the roots, and here are the branches. And the past is constrained by certain things that, like, my memories are here, let's say. But everything outside of that is possible. And in the present, you're here. But everything outside of that you're not experiencing right now is up for grabs. Like, I could go to India and who knows what I'd find there. So that world isn't fixed yet for me. So there's actually, it's pretty scary when you start to think about it, but it's also pretty exciting. And like, will is a lot more, I don't know, I'll probably talk about this again, but that's what I was talking about with my dad. I am a bit worried I'm going to develop agoraphobia soon because the flashbacks will get more and more out of my control and more intense. Excited to have another horrifying nightmare tonight, like I've been having for the last 3 nights now. But at least they make sense. Anyway, I love you so much. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a better day than me. I will talk to you tomorrow.